this.
Alright, first off, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy whatever the hell you are happy for, and if you don't do anything, then Happy Monday, or Christmas Day, because it's the day after. Whatever, happy, shut the hell up. So I didn't have much of a topic for today, but I wanted to post about something. So let's post. Let's post a video about what I have been thinking about this game, and what I've mostly been thinking about is the ban list. Oh, that ban list. So I'm not going to go exactly and talk about the ban list like everybody else is. I'm not going to talk about predictions because I don't have any predictions. And I'm not going to talk about this. I'm just going to talk about what I would like as a whole from the ban list and how I would like it to affect the format. So if you don't already know, I'm not a big fan of how the format's been going. I'm a big fan of it because the format's been going the same, and I gauge was out, and that's probably really disgusting for some of you people to see me do that. But yeah, the format has not been a big fan of, I've not been a big fan of, and it has not gotten any better for me. In fact, I've kind of gotten more bored of the game because just one, the format hasn't changed, and the last format change wasn't a significant format change. So what would I like to see from it? Well, I'll tell you what I'd like to see. So obviously the competitive era, competitive scene, I still want to get stronger. I want different fight cards, but I want some things unbanned, some things unlimited. I'm not going to go into details of those cards because I didn't want to talk about the ban list specifically, but I want some things changed to make the game a little bit more balanced, and also have some older cards that don't really matter anymore come back to try to have some even playing field because they don't really matter that much, but also want them to bring back cards to make other lesser decks more powerful. Like I said, not going to go into specifics. There's a few cards that come to mind that they can play, and there's no reason that they should be banned. I want things like that to come back because I feel like even though the older decks won't be winning, it would give them a little bit of power. Like, for example, I'm not going to talk into this much, but I think 6 Sams should be able to get Gateway back to 1. Even when Gateway was at 1, it still, even back then, wasn't destroying the format. And I think even with Gateway at 1 now, it still couldn't destroy the format. 6 Sams just aren't as powerful. But it would give 6 Sam players a little bit of oomph, and would make people want to play it, because it's not a hard deck to build, it's very cheap. And having one Gateway in there could definitely make people have it more of a option. Maybe bring it up a tier or two. But in this current format, I don't care what anybody says, Gateway at 1 is not going to change the game significantly, especially for 6 Sams. I would also like them to stop doing erratas. I mean, that's not necessarily format specific, but they just keep doing erratas constantly, and I'm sick of it. Either make new cards or just let the old cards come back, because all these erratas for cards, there's no need for it. And some of these cards they've errated like a million times before, and they've changed it. And I don't understand the reasoning. Like, just figure out how you want to play it. They're just like, oh yeah, this card, we want it to play a little different for this format, so we're just going to errata it, and then we're going to errata it the next one when we want it to change again. That's absolutely retarded. Like, that needs to stop. That is something I would like to see for this format. I would like them to stop errating cards constantly. It's getting a little ridiculous, and I want them to start either making new cards and get new ideas, or just don't touch the old cards. Just don't touch them. There's a lot of other things I could go probably into of what I want. I would like a lot more base archetypes, but that's something that we already know what we're going to be getting because the OCG is already ahead of us, so we already kind of have a little insight of what we'll be getting for the next months, so I can't really go into that because there's not really much of a wish list for that. But I would really like to see formats enhance and change right now, because the format right now is boring to me. It's been pretty much the same. Some people would argue that it changed last time. Nothing changed significantly. It's all right. And I've really emphasized that they could bring back some decks that had cards banned that wouldn't make them overpowered compared to other decks we have now. Not necessarily have to bring back a deck to full power by any means. A deck that got banned or stuff before, but you could at least make it where it's a little bit more playable by bringing back a card or so that might have been banned or limited. If a card was at 1, bring it to 2. If it was banned, bring it back to 1. Stuff like that, to revigorate different decks being able to be played, which would make the deck, in my eyes, make the game more fun. But I'm tired of watching these deck profiles from these YouTubers constantly, oh, this tournament. It's been the same decks for months now. I mean, yes, there has been slight changes in some different ones, but for the most part, it's mostly been the same decks, and I'm just sick of seeing it. That's what I'd like to see. That's what I would like this format or ban list change. I would like new stuff for the format for us to change and actually have something that we can play that's worth it and not boring and the same old, same old. I know I didn't really go into specifics because I feel like everybody else always does, and I feel like just going into specifics makes more arguments for everybody to fight about in the comments, and I want more discussion about what they could do to change it rather than, oh, I don't agree with that. I think that card should be banned. Like, whatever, man. It's banned. Whatever. Just tell me what you think should change for the format right now. Let me know down below. Let's get some ideas flowing. I'll see you later. Oh, yeah, okay. Peace.
Damn. Yeah.